While everyone was busy trying to shoehorn Sabrina Carpenter and Olvia Rodrigo as besties because they hugged at the Grammys, everyone was missing the real civil war between the two it girls of country music, Megan Moroney and Ella Langley, all over a supposed love triangle? A supposed love triangle amongst Ella, Megan, and the heartthrob of country music, Riley Green. And of course, like in all love triangles, the man is completely removed from the equation while everybody overanalyzes every single move that the women make and body language analysis to death their every eye movement at award shows. And so with that, I have to say, of course, I'm being a bit hyperbolic in the video title, and even talking about this, I feel like I have to play the algorithm game a little bit, okay? I feel icky, especially because a lot of this love triangle allegations were being instigated by maniacal stan TikTok. But kind of in defense of them, TikTok, there did seem to be maybe some tension between the two women, some unfollowing was happening, some maybe shady posts. But was it all just a big PR misunderstanding gone wrong? So for everyone who missed out on this, let me get you up to speed if you haven't been paying attention to what's been going on in country music, because there's so much great country music right now. I need both Ella and Megan to be nominated for Best New Artist at the Grammys. If Ella isn't nominated for Song of the Year and Record of the Year and a bunch of other awards, I'm going to riot. Okay, so let's get into it. Some brief intros if you aren't aware of the players. So Megan Moroney is from Georgia. She had her breakout hit Tennessee Orange in 2022. She's known for her raspy voice. It's so cool. It's so rare. And she's known as the emo cowgirl. She has very diaristic songwriting, a lot of sad songs. She's also friends with a number of the pop girlies. She's performed with Lana Del Rey, with Tate McRae. She's performed with Ed Sheeran. And I saw her in concert in Switzerland last year. I had a VIP ticket, so I also got to do the meet and greet with her. And she's the most beautiful person I've ever seen up close in my life. Her eyes were like sparkling and her hair was glistening. And I don't know what perfume she was wearing, but it was like she was touched by heaven or something. Now, Ella Langley broke out in 2024 with her song, You Look Like You Love Me. It's been winning all the country awards. This is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. And it's making the old school country fans happy, the ones that are always like, this isn't real country, with its spoken verses that are hearkening back to old time country music. And it's making the newer generation of country music fans happy because it has the catchiest chorus ever. And part of why that song blew up last year is because it's a duet with Riley Green. She invited him to write the second verse of the song, and it's performed as a duet. Very smart marketing decision. Now let's get into the timeline, because funny enough, if we start in September of 2024, the first time I heard Ella's You Look Like You Love Me was at the Megan Moroney concert in Switzerland. It was one of the songs on her pre-show playlist. And like everyone was singing it and I didn't know the words because I'd never heard it before. That's so awkward when that happens, when you're like the only person that like doesn't know the words. But it was such a catchy song and I couldn't get it out of my head. It's just so catchy. So clearly at that time, there was no beef. Megan clearly liked Ella's music. So in fall of 2024, they were both following each other on social media. In November 2024, there was this really cute moment with them on the carpet of the CMA Awards where they did the Charlie's Angel pose, and Ella posted it on her TikTok, and Megan left a cute comment saying, very cute of us. But also happening in the fall of 2024 was some pretty aggressive shipping of people wanting Riley and Ella to be the loves of each other's lives. I really think this started to get out of control when Riley put out a duet with Ella in September of 2024 called Don't Mind If I Do. Don't mind if I do. That's when all the body language experts started to show up and read into how they looked at each other on stage when they would do their duets. But both Ella and Riley would repeatedly shut down these rumors that there was anything going on between them. Riley explained on the Nick Viall podcast.
I think everyone in the world is shipping you and Ella. Are we strictly friends?
Yeah. I mean, Ella's probably too smart to date me anyway. But I think that's kind of the country music fan. Like, they love the Tim McGraws and Faith and the George and Tammy. And I think that people want to believe that.
And even Ella herself had said that they're just good friends in multiple interviews. They're both from Alabama. She toured with him. And so it just made sense to invite him to sing on her song. And I was really getting annoyed with this shipping because here's Ella. She has this breakout hit, one of the greatest country songs of all time. She's winning all of these awards, and yet people are reducing her value to whether or not Riley Green is dating her or not, or choosing her or not. And to make the reductionist thinking even worse, people started to reduce her being chosen by Riley to, is he choosing her or is he choosing Megan? Because in January of 2025, Megan and Riley were seen vacationing in St. Bart's together. And it was kind of annoying because they kept being like spotted in the same place or taking pictures at the same place, but acting like they had nothing to do with each other. Like, there's this one picture of Riley in the water and his sunglasses, and people could see in the reflection that they were in the same place. And then I think he deleted the image and then re-uploaded it with the sunglasses like blacked out. And when this came up in interviews that they would do, they would say it just happened to be that they were in St. Bart's at the same time and they met up while they were there. That it was like a coincidence. What a coincidence. Na, 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 na. But there continued to be sightings of them. In spring of 2025, Megan was seen wearing Riley Green's hat, guys. So then people started speculating that Megan came in between Riley and Ella. And the two main reasons that people were speculating this is because the first thing is Ella reposted and then quickly unreposted a TikTok from one of her concerts where the caption was dissing Megan Moroney. It said, fans, meaning Megan Moroney fans. Megan Moroney fans were so mean at her show. Meanwhile, at the Ella Langley show, I will say in defense of Ella, this was a TikTok of a beautiful older couple dancing at her concert. So I imagine that she saw that, reposted it because she thought it was sweet. And then afterwards, she was like, oh crap, the caption ain't cool, and deleted it quickly after. And then the second thing that happened that everyone points to is that Ella unfollowed Megan in January of 2025. So in the spring, there continued to be sightings of Megan and Riley together in Alabama, where he's from, at her friend's engagement party, and at an airport. And this is when TikTok just really started to get really out of control, like that scene in Mean Girls where the girls are all fighting each other. If you search their three names on TikTok, Megan, Riley, Ella, like, it's terrifying what shows up. It's terrifying. So the aggressive shipping continued, and there was a lot of reading way too much into both of what these women were posting. For example, Megan posted an Instagram story after she was unfollowed with a caption that said, "But hey, whatever helps." That's a line from one of her songs, I'm Not Pretty, a song about your ex's new girlfriend talking crap about you. Ella also posted some pot stirring stuff. Literally, she posted a TikTok of her stirring a pot. And then by the end of spring, these overnight body language experts, maniacal TikTok aggressive shippers, really reached peak cringe when it came time for the ACM Awards. So instead of focusing on the fact that Ella won 5 awards, was it, for this generational song that she wrote, everyone was too busy noticing that Ella wasn't looking at Riley and wasn't talking to him or whatever, and deducing that he broke her heart and that she was super sad and it's all Megan Moroney's fault. They also claimed that Megan Moroney rolled her eyes while Ella was accepting her award. Look at this. Does this look like an eye roll to you? That's an eye roll? So then in June, the CMA Fest rolls around. This is one of the biggest events in country music. It's this annual festival where so many country acts are performing in Nashville across multiple stages. if you're playing the main stage at Nissan Stadium, that's when you know that you have made it in country music. And all three of these artists were performing at the Nissan Stadium. But it was also a big deal because a lot of people, including me, thought that maybe Megan and Riley would finally like be seen together at the festival, make their couple debut, especially because I think it was about a week before the festival, Megan commented on one of her fans' TikToks lip syncing to her song while wearing a Riley green shirt. She commented, "Need the shirt." This was June 3rd. But then on June 6th, Riley gave an interview on Country Nights Live. He was asked about whether or not he's dating somebody, and he confirmed that he is single.
Okay, so since we got on the whole dating thing, I'm just going to ask, are you dating anybody?
I'm not. No, I'm rumored to have dated a lot of people, but I find out who I'm dating weekly, on social media. That's a pretty big one there, but.
Oh God, that's so awkward for her. Could you just let a source says to People magazine that they're not dating? That's always just awkward. But it doesn't end. After this all seemed to just be squashed, both women seem to have these viral moments where they supposedly, allegedly, were shading Riley. Ella's came when a fan attending her concert held up a phone with the text that said, "Wink if Riley Green is a dumbass," and Ella winked. She winked. Damn. I do think that's something that's been fun about Ella. She's a bit like unfiltered, rough around the edges sometimes. And Megan had a moment as well, also at one of her concerts, when a fan was wearing one of Riley's merch shirts and like pointing to the shirt, I think, and she mouthed to that fan, "He effed up." So it seemed like all of this was just squashed by June. Or was it? A mysterious article from a source came out in July on Deux Moi. And it clears up this whole situation as one where it maybe started out as like a PR thing between Megan and Riley, but they caught feelings for each other. For Megan, maybe her feelings were maybe a little stronger. And the source says in the article that Ella was getting frustrated by the situation in the sense that she was constantly being compared to Megan online, and that was messing with her mental health. And I think a lot of that makes sense. I think nobody in the situation, if that's what happened, looks bad. I think they're all just human beings in a very competitive industry where there's going to be potentially PR things at play, and it's going to make things messy because we're dealing with human emotions here. But I still think that there could be more chapters to the story beyond this narrative from this source to Deux Moi, because Megan had said on the Therapist podcast interview that she recently gave that some article came out that really frustrated her and made her angry. And because she has such a thick skin now, she was able to kind of get over how angry the article made her. And I wonder if it was this article, because the reason I haven't read the article is I do think I think it's mostly passive aggressive about Megan. So I am curious if maybe this was the article that she's referring to, and it seems like whoever is the source of this article wasn't a source from Megan's team. I'll just say that. So maybe there's more chapters to the story, and we're gonna hear about it in some music. But you're all up to speed if you weren't alive for all of this tomfoolery. But at the end of the day, I better see Ella and Megan nominated for some Grammys. Okay? Okay, Grammys, please. I hope you guys like this video. If you have suggestions for other videos, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.